And shifting focus now, France, which was once a major colonial power in Africa, is now having a hard time in the continent. Now, the France Out campaign has become stronger. The country is losing allies, facing backlash, and many nations don't want French troops on their soil. And then some do not want any French wheat. Algeria, which historically relied heavily on France's wheat, seemingly does not want it anymore. The country has now barred French companies from a wheat import tender. Algeria's state grains agency recently conducted a tender and purchased over 500,000 metric tons of wheat, and no French firm was allowed to participate in the tender. The North African nation, in fact, had a specific request that the participating firms should also not offer French origin wheat. Algeria is one of the world's biggest wheat buyers, and for years it has remained dependent on France for it. But now that is rejecting French wheat, how will it fulfill its consumption needs? Reports suggest Algeria has turned to Russia. A big part of Algeria's wheat import tender was awarded to Russian companies. Russia's trade mission in the country says Algiers' purchase of Russian wheat are about to reach 3 million metric tons. So Russia is Algeria's alternative for wheat imports. Algiers has given no explanation into why it's ditching Paris and turning to Moscow, but the move is seen as a response to a diplomatic feud over the Western Sahara. The Western Sahara is a disputed territory which is claimed by Morocco. Neighboring Algeria, however, supported the pro-independence movement in the region. It does not claim the territory, but has provided those fighting for independence with arms and other kinds of aid. In the Algeria-Morocco conflict, Rabat has gained significant diplomatic edge. In August this year, France joined other nations to recognize Morocco's sovereignty over Western Sahara. The move was seen as a historical diplomatic shift for Paris, which had shared strained ties with Rabat. But by recognizing Morocco's claim, France made it clear it is dumping Algeria for Rabat. Now, the decision angered Algiers, which in response withdrew its ambassador from France. And experts believe that France will have to for reconciliation with Algeria after history of bloody colonization is fading. Now this, as Algeria has failed to meet some of its demands, like investment opportunities, and its hopes that it would act as a mediator as Paris loses ground in other parts of Africa. But by picking sides, Paris might be risking historical ties with key partner Algeria. And now Algeria is responding with tit-for-tat move by boosting trade with Russia, something that France does not want, because that would mean losing influence in the region to an enemy. How will the French calculus play out in Africa?
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.